Meg to the Trench is a sequel to the incredibly successful shark film The Meg back in 2018. And this time around, Jason Statham and co. have discovered a trench, and it is filled with a bunch of megalodons and bad people who want to do nefarious evil things for the sake of money, but they're megalodons. They are clearly not the one that are going to get the most focused. So, yeah, they are trying to maneuver their way through the ocean, break into the facility. There's some secret spy stuff going on. Companies not being truthful to their word. Oh, there's megalodons too. Dude, this movie should have been bonkers. This movie should have been one of the best bad movies ever. But unfortunately, the first hour, this movie wanted to do some espionage stuff with Jason Statham instead of having Jason Statham fight against a giant octopus and 3 giant megalodon sharks. How did you screw that premise up? Why, Hollywood? Why? Like, oh my god, if you're not gonna give us a movie like Jaws, a shark movie that has great characters, a great story, great score, great direction, great everything, you could give us something at least like Jaws 2, at least like The Shallows, or Deep Blue Sea. I don't know. Something along those lines. But no. Espionage. Bad companies doing bad things for money. Fighting bad guys underwater. No. That is more interesting than 3 megalodon sharks and a giant octopus and dinosaurs on land, like small reptile lizard things, whatever they are. Like, no, forget about those until the last act of the film. Let's focus on espionage, corporate greed and stuff like that. And it just made the first hour legitimately boring. The only reason why I did not sleep through it was because Jason Statham knew what kind of movie, or thought he knew what kind of movie he was in, and gave it a really hokey but very fun performance. And then the last act was almost a saving grace. It was bonkers, it was crazy, but it wasn't enough to save the rest of the boring film that I saw earlier. Look, I know what I was getting myself into. This is not the type of movie where I could look at the cinematography or the score or the storytelling or the pacing to judge clearly if it is a piece of art. No. The Meg is clearly trying to be a dumb fun movie. Unfortunately, it wasn't dumb enough. Actually, it was pretty dumb, but it was not dumb in the ways I wanted it to be. And it wasn't fun for that reason. Jason Statham, as I said, gave a really fun performance. The final act is very fun when all the megalodons are just wrecking havoc on everything. That whole bit is fun. But the story decided to focus on espionage, and I found that very boring. If it involved more shark attacks and more megalodon action and having be part of the plot more so, I would have found this entertaining. But I found myself really bored, and because the movie did not try with its characters at all, and it wasn't really the kind of movie that's supposed to amplify character development over action, because of that, the whole first and second act are slogs to get through. I would say that some of the humor is pretty funny, at least for some of the side characters. They seem to have taken this less seriously than before, and that made the overall experience pretty fun. There are nice references to Jaws 2, but all in all, you expect the special effects to be bad, so yeah, there you go. They're bad in a hokey way, and it's pretty fun at that. But that's on like the last act of the film, the last 30 minutes of the movie. Everything else before was just boring espionage stuff, with boring characters, and lame ass premise in general. All in all, I found this movie to be a gigantic missed opportunity to have some dumb fun action. I felt like the first movie was able to give me more of that than this one, so I would recommend you check out the first Meg over this. That one's more fun and includes a lot more Megalodon action than this one. This felt like the Jurassic World Dominion, except quite worse. And I know not a lot of people like Dominion, so if you really don't like Dominion, you're going to absolutely hate this movie even more so. I'm telling you, this one it's real bad. It is really bad. And because of this, I'm going to give the Meg 2, The Trench, a D-. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.